Respecting the elders in our community and recognizing the contributions they've made to society is of the utmost importance. It's one of the primary reasons that we celebrate Older Americans Month. Today, we're going to look at the strength of communities, which is the focus of this year's Older Americans Month, by looking at some clips of Aging Insights that highlight just that. Welcome to Aging Insights. I'm your host, Melissa Chalker. Join me today as we take a look back at some really important highlights from Aging Insights over the past 10 years. May is Older Americans Month. President John F. Kennedy declared the first Older Americans Month, at the time called Senior Citizens Month, in 1963. So much has changed in our world in the past 58 years, not just the terminology we use, but demographically as well. In 1963, only 17 million Americans lived to see the age of 65. Now there are more than 50 million Americans over that age. And on top of that, a 10-year-old child today has a 50% chance of living to 100 years old. In celebrating Older Americans Month, the Administration for Community Living selects a theme every year. The theme for 2021 is Communities of Strength. You can certainly imagine that on the heels of 2020, we have certainly learned about the strength and resiliency of our communities. Strength can have a number of connotations: physical strength, mental emotional strength, and the resilience and strength needed by our community leaders and members to stay engaged during a crisis. As I mentioned a few episodes ago, this year, we are celebrating 10 years of Aging Insights as a TV program. That means we have numerous examples of strength in our communities, right here at our fingertips from the episodes that we've filmed of this show already. Today, I would like to share with you a few of our favorite examples, starting with the multitude of fitness professionals that we've had on the show. In these clips, you will see everything from yoga to Zumba, and hear about older adults that competed in the New Jersey Senior Olympics. Enjoy.
One of the reasons people do come to the class, besides of physical challenges and balance issues, also internal balance. We can accommodate Tai Chi Cha to fit particular needs. So it could be done seated or standing. We can adjust the form.
So when we practice yoga, we are making our body strong, flexible, and balanced, as well as our mind and our spirit.
Wonderful.
It helps you on the outside of your body, on the inside of your body. Two benefits, two things that are a sign of long-term health and wellness is self-awareness and self-care. And so when you do a pose, you're aware of your imbalances. You know, I'm strong here, but I'm a little weak here. Or my right leg is tighter than my left leg. My right hip is tighter than my left. So you start to be aware of those imbalances. And so you can start to work on balancing that side of your body, on working on making this side stronger and bringing that into balance. So self-awareness comes with doing it, and then you start to take care of yourself.
Right.
So you do it 2 or 3 days or 2 weeks and you feel good, you want to do more. Today I want to demonstrate 2 poses that are really helpful for strength, flexibility, and balance, and that anyone can do depending on their ability. So tree pose, or Vikrasana in Sanskrit, is a standing balancing posture. When you stand like this, you can take your leg up and take your arms up and pretend that you're a really, really big tree. This works on balance and strength. So if this is difficult for you, you could modify by keeping your hands on your hips, taking your legs lower, or even keeping your foot on the ground. And if this is still difficult, you could put your hand on a chair for balance, or even 2 hands on the chair, and just practice tapping the foot up and down. This is going to help you strengthen your balance, and as you get better, you can release the chair. Another pose is called warrior pose, warrior 2. So it looks like this. So if you have really balanced, strong legs, you can take it deeper here, and so this is working your whole body strength. And if you're less able to stay in this pose, then you could not bend your knees so much. And if this is really, really difficult and you have balance issues, you can sit on a chair and do the same pose and work on getting stronger here and more flexible and balanced until you could do it off the chair. So those are examples of how you can modify yoga for you. Namaste.
I mean, some of these people were they're high school athletes, college athletes. Now they're in their 70s and 80s and they're still competing.
Right.
And still going out there. And some of the events are very competitive, but some of them aren't.
Right.
So you find your niche.
Yeah.
You see them coming back again. And they train during the course of the year for
Sure.
this. So they are better and stronger at that point.
Right.
And that's great to see.
I love being in the game, part of the bigger thing, and I think everybody here is a winner.
The Senior Olympics is a great way to get out, have a good time, meet a lot of new people, enjoy your activity.
It was one of the most uplifting, rewarding experiences because it challenges you.
This is a blast. It gives me a reason to work out all year long.
I met a lady, she says, I won 3 gold medals yesterday, right? I didn't think a whole lot of it until she announced that she was 90 years old. There's something here for every age group.
I'm 89, and hopefully I'll be in shape to start running in the 90 to 100 age group.
If you take part in a sport, do come and take part in the Senior Olympics. It's a fabulous feeling.
And I hope that when I'm 90, I can be here because the thrill of it all and the support that we get from the staff and everyone that's out here just really makes you want to come back and just give it your best.
So exercise, as you know, is really important. And it's something we should be doing on a daily basis in order just to kind of maintain our overall health and wellness, keep our body really strong. Just by moving, it pushes our blood and oxygen all throughout our body, kind of keeps our muscles alive, and that's really important for us as we continue to age, to make sure our muscles are constantly being stimulated and are healthy. So exercise can be used in a lot of different ways in regards to falls. From a prevention standpoint, we do see that it's important to engage in about 30 to 40 minutes of activity on a daily basis. And we try to shoot for about 5 days throughout the course of the week. That's kind of really the optimal.
You take 2 rest days, right?
Yeah. And then the thing to really keep in mind too, when we talk about 30 or 40 minutes, it's not that I have to go out and do 30 to 40 minutes like right now in the morning. We can break that up over the course of the day, and it really can be for activities that we enjoy. Oftentimes we start thinking or talking about exercise. Well, do I have to go to a gym? Do I have to go walk on a treadmill? No, not really. Exercise is just planned behavior for a purpose, which could be to improve the health of my heart. I'm going to do this specific activity to help my legs get stronger, and whatever that activity is, it's exercise in that basic sense.
The Move Today is an evidence-based exercise program that I actually created in conjunction with the Department of Health and Senior Services of New Jersey. And it started as part of a larger initiative, health initiative, and this was the exercise component. And we piloted it. It was actually from a grant from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. And we piloted it originally in 2 counties, in Bergen County and in Ocean County, and the results were so positive that it became a statewide program.
Great.
Before we start doing any exercises, we want to make sure that we're in a good sitting posture. That's just as important as doing the exercise correctly. So what you want to do when you're sitting is make sure that you're not rounded out, that our back is not rounded out. We all have an inward curve in the back, and we want to make sure that we're maintaining that curve. So one trick which I showed you earlier, but I'll show you again, is if you take a towel, roll it up, you just take this towel and you put it right in that curve in your low back. And then we're sitting straight. It doesn't allow us to round out the low back. And so we're much better alignment, and it's really quite comfortable. They also make professional ones that you can buy in various stores, and always suggest trying it first. Don't just buy one from the catalog. So the towel roll is a very effective tool. If we're not sitting in the back of the chair, it's important, as I mentioned before, to sit on your sit bones, legs not crossed, because that will cause rounding, and that we're sitting in a nice, upright, comfortable position. So the first exercise I want you to show you can be done in any position. It can be done sitting, it can also be done standing, and it's for the neck. And what we want to do so often, this is the typical posture where the head is forward. It causes headaches and it causes a lot of neck pain. So what we want to do to combat that is we just want to take our chin and bring it in. We just want to very gently, we're keeping our eyes vertical, and we just want to bring our chin back. Also like a chin tuck. To make sure we're doing this properly, take your hand and put it in the curve of your neck. There's an inward curve there. And when you do the exercise properly, you'll feel the curve actually coming into your hand, like this. And we would hold that for 3 seconds. And then when we relax just to neutral. So again, very simple, we just tuck our chin. And throughout this, we want to think of the string attached to a helium balloon, so our spine is lengthening, our shoulders are wide. And this exercise should be done 3 to 5 times a day. The second exercise is for the shoulders. So often, our shoulders are rounded. So to combat that, what we're going to do, we're going to sit in a relaxed position, absolutely no hunching with the neck. We want the neck and shoulders relaxed. And we're just going to squeeze our shoulder blades together while the arms go back and down. So just we squeeze the shoulder blades and we hold that for 3 seconds. And then we return to neutral. So very gentle, this shouldn't hurt anyone. It should actually feel good. And we would just bring the shoulders back. And again, we could hold this for 3 seconds. And then we'll just bring it back to the neutral position. And these exercises are very easy. They remind the body of the good posture. Because so oftentimes we're too busy in our life to think, oh my, where is my neck or where are my shoulders? But if we do these exercises throughout the day, we're constantly giving reminders of, oh yes, the shoulders should be back, oh, the chin should be in. So it really works. Try them out. You'd be surprised. I know at the end of the Move Today and Project Healthy Bones classes, I cannot get over the change in posture from doing these simple exercises.
Well, balance is used for all of our activities, everything we do, including our activities of daily living. We get up out of bed, we walk to the bathroom, we take a shower, we make our breakfast, we get dressed. We need balance to perform all those activities. At home, and then of course in the community, when we're out, with the sidewalk may be slippery from wet leaves, icy from snow and inclement weather. So we need good balance in order to be able to do our activities at home, in the community, or at work. And if we have a fall, of course, that will make things so much more difficult to perform our activities.
Right.
Melissa, it's very important for individuals to strengthen their legs to prevent falls. Here are some easy exercises that an individual can do in the home in a comfortable chair. Also, for all these exercises, please make sure that you wear comfortable shoes, such as sneakers or a flat shoe with a rubber tread. Also, make sure that you're sitting in a very supportive chair. The first one, to strengthen the hip muscles, is just sitting in place and marching. Now, depending on each individual's ability, you can do this and count up to 10, take a rest, make sure you're breathing in and out normally. Try it again, do another set of 10. These exercises can be done while watching television, talking with family members or friends. Okay, Very good. The second exercise is to strengthen the front of the thighs, the quadriceps, especially important for going up and down steps or curbs. And if you would, please just kick out with one leg and see if you can hold the leg up for just a few seconds. Good, you'll feel that in the muscles of the thigh. If you have any knee pain, please stop and discontinue the exercise. Now, it's also important that we strengthen the lower leg, the shins and calves, for walking and going up and down stairs and doing our daily living activities. So let's just rise up on the toes and then lift the toes, go back up on the heels. And you may want to do them again in a series of 10 or 20. Very good. Remember to breathe normally. If you have any lightheadedness or dizziness, please stop. All right, now let's go on to some balance exercises. I would recommend that an individual does this holding onto their kitchen sink or kitchen counter, nice sturdy support. Okay, the first one is just having the feet apart and just leaning side to side, just swaying and seeing what is my limits? What are my limits of stability? You don't want to go too far that you begin to lose your balance. As you feel more secure with this, you may want to lighten your grip on your support surface. Very good. And you may try that again in a set of 10 or 20. Remember to breathe. The next one is similar, just going forward and back. Again, holding on to the chair or your kitchen counter for support. Very good. Now let's work on some other static balance activities. Let's stand on one foot. See if you can lift the other foot up and balance. Good. Remember to stand tall with this. Don't lean forward. Eyes level. Good. And then see if you can stand there maybe for 5 seconds. Can you do that and let go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. All right. Now let's put one foot in front of the other and see, can you balance that way? This one's a little bit more difficult. Are you able to lift the hands up off of the chair? Good. Again, if you can count to 5, that's wonderful. If you can count to 30, that's excellent. Okay, all right. Let's go on to some dynamic exercises. Let's move, well, I'll move the chair. Good. And now what I'd like you to do, I'll hold on to your arm for support, but at home, again, please hold on to a wall, sturdy piece of furniture, kitchen counter, and can you walk one foot in front of the other? Very good. All right. Now, let's go back the other way. Can you do a little bit of braiding? Let's face the front. And can you step to the side and then cross one foot in front and then step to the side, cross another foot. There you go. Good. Excellent. Okay, let's go back. The same thing to the other side. Very good. All right, one last one. Again, holding on to your support. Can we do a little bit of a march, almost like you're going up and down stairs? Remember to stand up very tall, breathe. Good. All right, excellent. In addition to practicing these exercises at home, you may also want to look into some of the community programs such as A Matter of Balance, Healthies, or Healthy Bones, who offer different exercise programs such as these. In addition, you may want to look into your local senior centers, YMCAs that offer wonderful exercise programs to help improve your balance, strength, and function.
Strengthening communities starts with the leaders, programs, and services that are available. Here are a few clips from Aging Insights over the years where government officials joined us to share information about local, county, and state assistance that's available to older adults and caregivers.
And in New Jersey, there were 21 area agencies on aging, or in some counties they're called Department of Senior Services or Aging.
Correct.
And they really are responsible for looking at their own county and developing a good system. Programs that really address 4 key ingredients, and as you just mentioned, an area agency can fashion their system of service according to their area. But according to the Older Americans Act, there were 4 key components that must be followed. Their community support, those programs that will keep people alive and well and as engaged as possible. Home support, for the growing population of the more frail and vulnerable. Nutrition support, which is huge in New Jersey. I think that there were over 5.3 million meals provided to residents of New Jersey.
It's quite an impact.
Yes, and then the key to it is the access, making sure that people have the access to get the service. Many of them, they're there, people just don't know how to access them.
Sure.
Well, we have a holistic program. I've always wanted to make sure that when someone came to the center for one thing, they would find that there were many more areas that they needed to be concentrating on. So our most important area would be health. We want to make sure, and we gave a theme to our center, meaning health, a way of life. Every day you should be thinking about exactly how you're maintaining your health.
And finally, communities are strengthened when people step up to a challenge and meet the needs of the members of their community during a crisis. Here are some clips describing how communities across New Jersey responded to the COVID-19 pandemic.
I focus on initiatives that make communities like cities, towns, counties, and states better places to get older in. These are called age-friendly community initiatives and usually focus on areas of the social and built environments, such as housing, transportation, social inclusion, and civic engagement. My particular work focuses on how organizations within those communities work with each other towards these improvements.
Well, we do offer shopping and medical appointment transportation during the week. It is suggested donation of $10 if your appointments are outside of Piscataway. If they're inside Piscataway, they're free. And our drivers have been working continuously through this pandemic to assist them in any need they can do.
And I understand the drivers have been taking the necessary precautions to make sure everybody's safe, right? So could you tell us a little bit about how they're doing that?
Well, they are wearing masks when they're on the bus, and they're sanitizing the vehicles each time that they end up finishing with a run. They sanitize them. And we make sure that everyone has a mask when they get on the bus as well.
And one of the big features of the Senior Center is that people come for lunch or different things. So how have you been trying to meet that need for folks during this time?
We have been assisting Middlesex County Office on Aging Nutrition Program with delivering Meals on Wheels to all the residents in Piscataway that were either receiving their Meals on Wheels and also received congregate meals here at the center. And we're doing that on Mondays and Thursdays each week, and we're bringing them 5 meals a week. And we're also bringing them meals for the weekend at times.
Age-friendly community initiatives, for example, have built upon their relationships with other organizations in the community to create innovative responses to these needs. Some new partnerships have been made and new grassroots organizations formed as well. Some innovative responses include purchasing large quantities of food from restaurant suppliers to portion out to older adults in the community, as well as new free farmers markets springing up with partners that include mixes of farms and various local food pantries, all working together.
Thank you for watching this episode of Aging Insights. To find out more information and to view previous episodes, please visit our website at www.njaaw.org and click on the Aging Insights page. We hope that you've enjoyed this look back and that you're finding ways to celebrate strength in your communities during this Older Americans Month. If you need information or resources about services in your area, please contact your county office on aging. Their phone numbers can be found on our website, or you can dial the state hotline at 1-877-222-3737. The New Jersey Advocates for Aging Well wants to remind you to stay safe during the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, to wash your hands, wear your mask, and keep a safe 6-foot physical distance from others, but remain socially connected. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in next time.